Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to see how we can set up the Cortex code CLI in our local system and how efficiently we can use it with this simple prompt, how we can build the entire DBT projects. All this session we are going to see here. So for this, our first step, we have to create the Snowflake account. You can go to the Snowflake trial account page here. Here you can see the two type of accounts. One is the AI data cloud for enterprises and another one is the Cortex code for developers. We have to choose this. This Cortex code CLI for developers is different from the AI data cloud for enterprises because here we have to fill up our card details. Once we exceed our trial amount, they automatically deduct the amount in our account. So for this we have to careful about this. Once we set up our account, we can set up the Cortex code CLI in our local system. Here you can see the two type of commands. One is for the Mac OS and another for the Windows native. So currently I am using the Mac OS, so I am choosing this command. You guys go to the terminal and you can set it up. Yeah, just we have to simply paste this command. Okay, so let's check how our Cortex code is installed in our local system. Okay, it's successfully installed and automatically I have signed in with my local Snowflake account, so it's automatically redirecting here, but I want to manually go to setup. So for this I will go to the more options. Here you can see the sync from Snowflake app.snowflake.com. You can go here. No, I will go for the enter connection manually. So this will ask us to org ID with HTTPS, our organization ID and snowflakecomputing.com. So while creating, I have already saved this one. Let me copy this and paste it there. Okay, I log in my name. I am going with local authentication. I am going to skip this all the questions. If you want any default warehouse for this Cortex CLI functions, you can add it here. Okay, so now I have set up this account. What I have filled this is the final account I have filled. Let me log in here. It should be the MFA authentication. This is not a usual trial account, right? So this only support for the MFA authentication. Now my identification successfully I got verified. So do you want to use the same account for the SQL queries? Yes, I want to use the same account. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So here this will use the setting my define the hooks of MCP server and the plugins of that will run commands on our machine without additional prompts. Yeah, I am agreeing for that. Okay, cool. Now our Snowflake Cortex CLI is set up in our system. Okay, if you want to do any kind of transformation, any kind of loading, you can add your simple prompts itself you can do here. What is the advantage between these and other models? You can directly interact with your local file and you can interact with our Snowflake account also. That is the most advantage I am seeing here. If you want to see skill sets, the already predefined skill sets are there. You can see here by searching this command. So these are all the predefined skill sets. If you want to do any data analyzing kind of things, here you can see the descriptions, and you can use this skill set and you can do your own analysis. Example, the warehouse answer business about the data and handle questions requesting the database warehouse queries. It will include that who is the users X and who is the users Y. We can fill it up here and we can modify this according to our use cases. So here you can see multiple skill set object. This will work like an agent, but it's not an actual agent. The skill set we can work as a agent. So if you want to move from this, you can just simply click escape here. Okay, so our first requirement I got here is we will load a CSV file into our Snowflake. So previously without Cortex, how we did it, we with help of the copy into command, or we will log into Snowflake UI and upload the file there. So that is the only option. But here now what I am going to do is I will directly load all the files with the help of the Cortex itself. So let me show my CSV files. Okay, these are the 3 CSV files I am having. So these are the sample data, example vehicle data, product, e-commerce. So these sample data I am having, I want to load these data into Snowflake. Okay, so first of all, I have this data in local. Let me show you that local. Okay, so this is that local. Here the 3 CSV folders currently I am having. I want to load this here. Okay, what is the command I am going to give is, let me copy this path of the file. Okay, I want to load Snowflake create database schema tables with proper naming conversion and correct. So here is my file path. So it's just a simple prompt. Okay, it's asking me to allow. Yeah, I'm giving allow for these files. My Cortex is reading those files. Okay, it's reading all the 3 files which I gave in the path. Okay, so this is the one thing we have to careful about before giving the allow all create statement. These statements directly will execute in the Snowflake. So we don't know what's the statement our AI will execute. So you want to verify every statement which is AI executing. So don't give allow all the create statements. Before that, now I am giving the yes only. Okay, it's asking me to sign in. Okay, let's move here. So database created successfully, and it's asking me to create the schema. Yeah, the command is correct. Okay, now the table is creating. Okay, I verified the table. The table it's also correct. Okay, yes. Okay, the second table. So now I am going to give allow create in any scheme, allow any statement in the sales data raw, because these are the sample one. But if you are doing the development, just click yes for everything, because we have to verify if it is a AI creation also, we have to verify from our end. Okay, now the stage is also created, the internal stage is created. Yeah, so the final command, it will put our file into the particular stage. Yes. Okay, the source size and target size has been come here. Yeah, the next to file. Yes. Yeah, the final copy into command to load the data into Snowflake. Yeah, the second table and the third table. Okay, that has been successfully loaded into table. Not yet. Oh, it's in stage. Sorry. So from the stage now it's executing. Okay, the second stage. And the third one. So here I'm not doing anything any coding I'm not doing, just I'm verifying the code is correct or not, and simply clicking the yes or no questions. That's it. Yeah, now I'm going to load the data. Oh, so here perfect data type is creating. The data currently in the JSON variable is fully the variant columns contain. Nice, cool. So you can see the database schema and what are the three tables newly created. Okay, so now the three tables has been loaded successfully. Let me see directly in that database how it's implemented. I'm going to open the new file. Before that, I'm checking here. Yeah, that sales data, that database has been created, and the schema, the raw schema also has been created here. You can see the three raw tables and the stages which has been created. The file format, the CSV file format also, it's automatically created. I didn't do anything. I just want to see the data. Yeah, it's cool, right? So all the data has been successfully loaded here. Okay, now do one more thing here. So now I want to create the dbt project out of this. These all are the raw data, right? I want to do the transformation here. But I don't know what kind of transformation I can do here, and data modeling why I have to implement here. What is the best practice? I don't know here. So what are the steps I can do here? Just go here and save like the previous step. I will give the prompts here. Create dbt. I need clear data transformation, which is best data modeling. No error. I'm just giving the simple prompt. So now my the CLI is working. Yeah. So this is the one more thing I forgot to mention the previous, the plan mode. So if you enable the plan mode, this will help us to the future our prompts. So just enabling this. You don't need to again go and renew the session, because this plan mode, if you want, this will automatically save your session, and you don't need to create every new session, and you don't need to feed the data into that model again and again. So this is the ghost option here. Whenever you are trying to do the new project, you can execute that plan mode on. Okay, now I complete now my CLI fully analyzed the data model, and finally it's come up with the approach understanding the data of the any existing DBT project. Yeah, please do. I don't have any existing DBT project. This is going to create the new DBT project out of this. Yes. So in the DBT we have to install the pip packages, right? The libraries, all that libraries I am going to install. I don't need to go to manually install all the pips. So just I am giving the pass the command here. My agent will do all the work for me. Okay, so these are the my DBT project structure. How it would be: DBT project, the YML file, this is the starting of that one, and the model. Inside the model, the source YML, then the staging models are there, and the intermediates and the marks files you can see here, and finally the test. The perfect DBT structure is here. Yes, we can implement this one. Oh, great. So here is the final summary of that one. Oh, you can see the data architecture here. Yeah, the vehicle says these are the raw tables, and here is the staging, and here is the final fact tables. So the daily sales, it's analyzed that sales and created one fact table, and for the agent it's created the another fact, and the summary of that one it's create another. So let me show you how it's created in that Snowflake account. Okay, so here is the staging views. You can see the detail how the DDL has been executed from that our source tables created, and every DDL was good and perfect. And here is the target table. The target table is fact daily sales. Here is the mods folder. In the mods folder the final table is there. Let me show you the final fact table. See, it's sales side MD5 value, it's automatically created. Previously it was not in our system. The MD5 unique value, it was there, the agent ID and the sales date, everything from the JSON value is extracted and it gave the perfect thing here. It's cool, right? Pretty cool. Now if you want to run your DBT project, that is also you can see here where our DBT project is located. So it's in the user sales data transformation, that DBT folder has been created. Let me open the DBT project. So here is the DBT entire project. It was fully created by that AI. Let me run this one. Let me move the files. Is the mod file fact1. Everything looks cool, right? So here you can fetch the DBT running commands also. Entire model is running and you can see the result of the DBT. See the 15 out of 15 passed. You can now I want to run the project. DBT build is successful. Let me run the project. It's asking the authentication because MFA authentication link is there. Authorized. Now my model is running. Again. Yeah, it's a very small model, right? So the staging must run happen successfully and find the running mods also happen successfully. If you want to test, we can run this. Yeah, every model test. Previously it's internally executed by the agent. Now we are executing in the DBT project itself. That's it, guys. So in for final one quick bonus thing, I want to do that analysis in this one. So here there also I can do it from the agent. Do the analysis. Currently I am not giving any particular kind of analysis, but if you want any business scenario we can give that also. Perfect analysis report. So this as usual this will take some time, and finally this will give the analytical report also. And one more quick bonus, we can do anything out of this data because already the data was transformed by the agent. We can do the analytics and we have created the project now also, right? So we can create the entire technical document, how the architecture was there and where the transformation happened. Totally that technical documentation also we can do it from here. This will save our work 80 to 90%. This is maximum, but this is a good one. Yeah, that's it, guys. Now the agent is doing the analysis work. From the final fact table it's taking the data for analysis because this is good for the analysis, right? Yeah, here is the analytical report. You can look here. This is very cool one. Okay, so summary of the analysis: total value from the date range, it's included how many active agents, how many vehicle categories. So three main categories: the average one per day, and the channel breakdown, totally how many units, what is the average one, and monthly trend, week over week, day over day of the week patterns, and team performance, and quarter distribution, the agent performance, bottom 5 agent, the consistency analysis, and the best worst channels per team. So you can see the entire report here, entire kind of analysis. If you want to do any analysis more, here is some captions also. You can use this key recommendation, or based on your business ideology you can use your own command also. This is very cool one. That's it guys, this is the full potential, this is how we can use the full potential of the Snowflake Cortex CLI. But this is not full. Out of 100, just we have explored the 1%. It is capable of the more thing. Yeah, thank you everyone.